using manual tools in order to get the exploded view that we want. So first things first, we want to know which components we're going to use. So I like to just scroll over it and figure out which ones they are. You'll see in the naming sort of which ones come first. I'm going to do a manufacturing exploded view. That just means it's how the parts would be assembled. So this little peg here would probably be the first. And I'm going to do things like move pieces out. So whatever comes next comes next. So in this case, the band would be after that because that's what's being clamped. And then we might have a clip or something. That's going to come in here. And it looks like we have another clip. And we might even have a band or something else. So those would be my first parts. So that's super useful. And we'll say, okay. But notice down here, it doesn't actually show any of them. That's a problem. Like, obviously, I need that in my timeline. So if we go back and we say, hey, you're in this view, it instantly creates this timeline sort of like camera angle. So it's going to rotate this out, and that's really useful. So maybe for the next component that I move, I'll create a timeline. So in this case, I'll click that little peg or something, or whatever the component is. Let's just deselect that one, and let's go over here. I really want that one, and we'll drag that out. And we'll say, yep, that's pretty cool. And look, it pops up in my timeline. That's really important. You can shrink these, you can change them. You can even say, hey, you know what, the next one I only want that to be a little bit less time. But less nonetheless. Now we click this and drag it out. And the same thing. So once you click OK, it's going to create that little interruption there in your timeline. And so you're going to do this for each section. Like I have these little clips. Come up here, click this, drag it out. You get the general idea. Maybe for this one, I want this little piece to be dragged out like that. This one, I want this piece dragged out like that. And that should probably be okay. Notice it created a whole lot of componentry taglines. So I'm going to want to cascade these. That's just when you line them up so they have a little bit of time to kind of like work. Now, I'm going to move this out because I need to rotate in order to see the next parts. Actually, I'm going to dial that in a little bit. But for this piece, for example, when I hit this transform tool, I want this to come in almost so they're touching. And I want them to be pretty short because I want this to be quick. But over here, I don't want to move this component. I know that, for example, there's another section there. So I'm going to click OK with that. And if I scroll down, these sure enough are right there. I'm going to extend this out a little bit, cascade it. And then I'm going to rotate this, but I want it to be a quick rotation. So I'm only going to give it like 1.5 seconds. And we're going to rotate this around from the top. And we're going to move. That way we can see this. So when I go to click this component and move it, this will all be one solid action. Same with this one. It looks like I don't have a hole there, but that's okay. But I'm going to move these pieces, and I'm going to click OK. And when I scroll down, sure enough, they're right there. So I'll move this out a little bit, cascade a little bit, and then I'll click this piece, and this should be my last transform, because I'm going to move this away from that headband, because I know that these two pieces will be slapped together. And I might even want to come over here and look at it and say, okay, so the spacing's off. It's not the greatest, but that's okay. Now I'll click done. I'll rotate it more so I can get everything in view and centered. I'll look down. Sure enough, all of that's buried into here. And I want to do maybe a 2-second section where it all comes back together. So we go up to transform, and we're going to restore home. But before I do that, I want to click every component. So remember, if you click and then hold shift and click, you'll get every component. You want to come up here and click restore home, and it all snaps together. Notice they all stacked. So we're going to need a little bit more time, and we're going to want to sort of walk these back a little bit so that they go together really fast, but not too fast that it starts to become a problem where you have parts going and other parts moving and everything just gets messy. And then you're going to want these to cascade in an opposing direction, and you're kind of like at the mercy of whatever timeline you have. And then when we go like that, they'll all snap together. So the proof is in the pudding. So what we want to do is just see our timeline. If we want to speed this up, we can. If we want to move things, we can. But in general, this shows anybody who's working on your product how you expect these components to go. You can flip around. You can put them back together. But either way, if you want to make something longer or shorter, this is a really good tool to get started with animation.